Stand here, Brock ordered, pointing before the tables. Then yelling, he announced, Bring in the first so they may make their choice.
Firsts? Did that mean her worst fear was correct? They would have to pleasure more than one of these giant warrior men? However would she survive it?
The hall erupted into a crescendo of good-natured laughter and cheering. 6 men walked into the main hall, fierce and proud. Their clothes gleamed in a way not seen in the others' clothing. A small detail, to be sure, but it did set these men apart from the others. Each wore a different-colored long tunic, reaching to the knees, over tight brown breeches. Woven belts wound their waists, the end straps hanging along the right thighs. A wave of foreboding washed over her. Lilith took in each man in turn. The first walked with a slight limp, though it didn't detract from the power of his stance. Next, a dark-haired knight with softer-set features and an easier gait followed. His gaze moved over to each of the women in interest. Suddenly, Lilith's eyes stopped and her body froze. The third man in line towered the others in breadth and height. A raw, potent energy radiated from him, hitting her in the chest. Every nerve tingled with awareness and warmth, creating a curious reaction between her legs. Lilith didn't know what to make of him. His size frightened her even as it intrigued her, so large and thick, yet so purposeful in his movements. He walked with a stalking grace that came only from years of exercise and training. Dark hair framed his face in thick waves, not so long as to touch his shoulders, but long enough to make her want to sink her hands into its depths and pull. Silken blue clung to the sculpted valleys of his chest and arms. Then he looked at her, intense dark brown eyes piercing hers, and she couldn't breathe. He didn't smile, didn't show any pleasure in what he saw. The hard line of his mouth tightened, as if he wanted nothing more than to jump over the table and strangle her. Fists clenched alongside his thighs, tight, hard balls of steel that could easily take her head off with one blow. Terror filled her. What had she done to draw his notice or his anger? Had she stared too long? Did he simply hate blondes? She wrapped her arms around her waist, hugging tight. The man wouldn't stop staring at her, as if he knew he dominated her with just that one look. Was he going to be her first? "We have to get out of here," she whispered, filled with the urge to run. "There's nowhere to go," Paige said just as quietly. "I already tried. Resign yourself, for we will never escape this place. Survive or die. Those are your options."